Hey everybody, good morning. Ohayo gozaimasu. This is episode 422. 422, y'all. And this season, it's going to be a new season. We're going to have new discoveries and new ways to move forward in life. One of the focuses is going to be unblocking your potential and living a full life. Unblocking your potential and living a full life. So let's jump into it. Okay, as we get into this, there's been a few concepts that I've developed over the years, and two of the main concepts that I've really taken into, okay, this is how I'm living my life. Two of these main concepts are the A.R.E.A process. Now, when I was in business and doing peer coaching and things like that, A.R.E.A was aspirations, roles, expectations, and appreciation. Once we have these in place, you know what your aspirations are, what you're working towards, what your vision is. And once you have your expectations, okay, what you expect of me and what I expect of you, and we all understand the roles that we play, and we can show appreciation, we can effectively communicate with others. And being an effective communicator helps you to really unblock yourself from all the hindrances that we see day to day now. Problems do arise, but a lot of the problems that we come up with are our own fault. So once we have those that unblocks the potential with God, ourselves, and with others, and that relationship can push you forward. It can put you in places or situations where your aspirations or your visions for yourself can really bloom and blossom, and it's easier to obtain. So A.R.E.A process, that's the unblocking yourself. And then the living your full life is going to be Wabikigai. Now, Wabikigai, that's a word I'm making up. So don't go to a Japanese person and say, Wabikigai, or what does Wabikigai mean? Because I made it up. It might mean something. I haven't seen that it meant anything, but it's like the combination of three words. I made this up so I could remember Wabi Sabi, Ichigo Ichie, and Ikigai, right? So Wabi Sabi, all last season, this is what I talked about: Wabi Sabi, Ikigai, and Ichigo Ichie, not in that order. Wabi Sabi is really enjoying the beauty and perfection of the imperfections. So being able to accept who you are, even though it's not like everybody else. It's unique. You're unique. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. And Ichigo Ichie is really the being aware that this is a once in a lifetime moment. You tuning into this podcast is a once in a lifetime thing. Because there's only one episode 422. Okay? And once you have that, hey, this is a once in a lifetime happening, then you'll take more care of it, because it's never going to happen again the way that was. It could be better, it could be worse, but it's never going to be just like it is right now. And Ikigai. And I've been really into the Ikigai tribe, and Nick Kemp and everybody that's a part of that understands Ikigai is not really what we apply. Just like I was talking to him and I was like, Wabi Sabi is, enjoying the beauty and perfection of imperfections. That's something I made up. That's what it is. Perfection in the imperfections. And he was like, well, that's really like for pottery. So if I'm trying to be philosophical in talking to a Japanese person about Wabi Sabi, they might look at me funny if I'm referring to myself or people as being, or even the process of kintsugi, where you take broken pottery and you put it back together. There, it reflects, the art reflects the life, and it's a beautiful thing, but it's still pottery. But Ikigai, what I was getting into is those are really the reasons and the driving forces behind your purpose. The short, dumbed down American version of that is the reason why you get up in the morning. Okay? But there's more to it than that. It's a very big thing, and here we try to focus in on what's my vision, what's my purpose, what's that one thing that God wants me to do in this earth to change the world. And it might not be one thing. It might be several things. And those several things make you who you are. And as you move forward through life, some skills develop and some go away, but you still are you, and it's a part of you. Music is a passion. Let me talk about this for a second. Well, first off, let me say this. When you start to unblock yourself, you really unblock your potential for living a full life. And that's what this whole thing is about. But I was thinking about my brother. He passed away in a little less than 2 years ago. And, I think about him a lot. And stuff that he's done, you probably never heard of him, other than what I say about him. But the things that he did and the impact that he had on the people around him was profound. He really lived to Ikigai. He had reasons, he had passions behind those reasons, and he did what he wanted to do. He was a free spirit, and he did what he wanted to do. And I was just thinking the other day, like, even the music that you hear in the background, especially for this episode, you'll hear some of his music. Even here, I'm pointing to it right here, that brown painting up here, not the plant, but behind the plant, there's a painting. He painted that. And some of the stuff that he's done, because he loved it so much and it touched the people around him, it really is him living on. His passions living through him, living on. So Ikigai really it might be the purpose and your driving force behind the things that you do, but it really is the presence. If God has placed the Ikigai within you and you're starting to live that out, it's him living through you, and the things that you do and the people that you touch, it's that legacy that you're leaving behind, even though you're still here. But even after you're gone, just thinking about him, even after he's gone, I've had that painting for a while, and I've had this music for a few years, and I still hear it. I still hear him through it. So here's some questions I had put out, and I guess really God was kind of like asking me these things too. So here we go. What are some of the things that you're living for? Have you ever thought about that? What are some of the things that you're living for? Why are you here? In my Nick Kemp's Ikigai course in the webinar, I'll let y'all know when the next one is. One of the philosophers behind Ikigai, it was like, if you're not living, and it didn't say this exactly, and it wasn't this harsh, but this is the way I was hearing it. If you have a purpose in you and you're not living that purpose, do you even deserve to live? And I was well, you're still here, so you can rectify that situation. Anyway, what are some of the visions that you have for your life? And are you stepping towards them? What you think about that? And since you're stepping towards them, because I'm sure everybody answered yes. Your visions and your purpose mixed with the fire of your passion, that makes you unstoppable, right? Nothing can stop you. You might get slowed down, but nothing can stop you. So will the things that you are doing extend further than your physical being, than the life that you're living right now? When you are living your passion in your life and people are a part of it, if you die, will it still go on, or it dies with you? I think of Dr. King and how he said, I have a dream. What's our dream? Like for him, Dr. King, his dream is still living on and being worked out through activist groups and things like that. What about our purpose and the things that you love, the things that I love? When I'm gone, the impact that I'm having on anybody, will it live on? Will they take that and try to take that mantle and run with it? Will my kids, if I'm leaving a legacy for them, will they continue on the things that God has called me to do? Will it continue on in their lives? Just some things to think about. And, the more this relationship gets right, the more that all these relationships around you will get better and better. Okay? So let's unblock those relationships, unblock the things that we're trying to do, unblock ourselves to unlock it, unlock ourselves, unblock to unlock, and live a full life. All right? Looking forward to this great new season. I got a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. You guys have a great day. Tomorrow we'll have tea, or Thursday, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Thursday we'll have tea. All right. Love you.